Everyone's here, and welcome to Xponential Plus Overview. Y'all are getting creative with the names, I'll tell you that. We're again diving into the fitness or whatever the exercise genre. Though this one is kinda different from all the others because it's just not focused on hitting notes to the beat of the music, which is a nice change for once. I feel like it's very easy nowadays to create a copy and then just do a little spin on it. Like it's essentially a course of Beat Saber here. So Xponential Plus is a fitness exercise app where you're invited to enjoy the premier studio brands that offer a variety of fitness lessons and do some exercises in the comfort of your home. Considering that most of the workout stuff on the store are linked with a rhythm-based gameplay and some cardio-esque movements, this one seems kind of unique. So far it started with like 3 categories of Pilates, bar and stretching, which isn't really that common that we're getting exercises like that. While recording I went more into the stretching route and it definitely did its job to introduce me with basic lessons and techniques of how it properly works. Trainers are talking to you directly and guide you through the whole process, even being mindful of the fact that you have a headset on. So like the core functionality and what they offer is kind of fine. The absolute gutter is the execution of it. Environments are looking very basic, the gym rooms, trainer models and everything you work with is 2D, which is very weird to look at, especially in VR. At this point I'm so used to everything being 3D that seeing something flat nowadays is pretty much unacceptable. As well as the MR feature is very weirdly executed. You're kinda getting gangbanged by the trainer, cause the silhouette is kind of like copied and is appearing in literally every corner you look at, so this is pretty creepy to me. I would say for the price they're asking with the subscription, it's very elevated for what it's offering, and while the lessons might be of some quality, the app needs to be just upgraded in terms of the visuals in general because it's just not pleasant to be there. But it's cool, it's something different on the store, which I always appreciate. It's just that things can be better and I hope they will be. Let's do some stretching.
Welcome to Xponential Plus. We're so excited you're here.
Xponential Fitness is a global community of the best boutique brands in fitness that teach Pilates, bar, stretching, and more. We have thousands of studios all over the world, but with studios on almost every street corner, sometimes you still can't make it in.
At Xponential Plus, we bring those classes to you on demand so you can stream your workout on any screen, anywhere, anytime. And now you can experience our classes here in mixed reality like never before.
Choose from Club Pilates, Pure Barre, or Stretch Lab and transfer a personal trainer into your living room.
New classes, instructors, and even entire studios will be added regularly to the app. But you don't have to wait to unlock classes from all 10 of our international brands.
With your Xponential Plus subscription, you can access all of our incredible studios across all our existing digital apps. There's cycling, yoga, dance, strength training, and more. Thousands of classes available on any screen for one low price.
So what are you waiting for? Hover over a studio to learn more and select one to get started.
We look forward to training with you in the studio.
What I'm looking for is just more detailed or actually 3D models because this is kinda disgusting for VR. The graphics are also meh. But I don't think I expected anything less or more or whatever. So we have Club Pilates, Pure Barre and Stretch Lab. I think this will be like more sufficient. Yeah, I'll have to manage this whole subscription stuff. I'm trying to do something here, but it's just not working with me. Like you can't create an account from the app itself. Lovely start. And now I'm not even able to enter the account. What is this shit? Okay. I finally got it to work. So I don't think Pilates would be for me, Pure Barre. I don't even know those brands, like this is the first time I hear about it, so they are very well known apparently. I think Stretch Lab is gonna be fine. We are in some... Oh my god, what is this there? Like... You can't even simulate the environment outside of the room. I guess I just click on some short workout stuff. You have studio MR and full MR. Wait, like what? Is it gonna be just like half and half and then juice in my room? I guess I'll just do this. It's like 10 minutes. I need a mat. I don't have a mat.
Hey, I'm Tamara, a flexologist with StretchLab. StretchLab is great for anyone who's looking to decrease and prevent pain, increase mobility and flexibility, and relax a bit so
What is going on here? My home is kind of like split in half and then... What? This is so weird. And she's like in every corner I look. This is creepy.
you can move better and feel better. Each class will be led by a flexologist, one of our very own stretch experts, where we will teach you proper stretching techniques to get the most out of each session. Now let's quickly talk about our headsets and how it comes into play with StretchLab. Make sure hand tracking is turned on. If you haven't used hand tracking before, you may need to turn it on from outside the app under your headset's settings menu. Once hand tracking is enabled, you can switch between controllers or hand tracking at any time by setting your controllers outside of the Guardian and hold your hands in front of your face. This is essential so our hands are free to hold stretches, as well as hold any equipment that we might use in class. Now let's chat through how to pause your workout if you ever need to. Simply touch and hold the pause icon on your screen until it fills all the way, which will allow you to exit the studio if needed. Lastly, we will be moving around, so consider how much space you have in your Guardian. Ideally, you have enough room to set up a mat with comfortable room to stretch from side to side, as well as execute movements that might require some of the StretchLab equipment. Our classes here range from only 5 to 15 minutes long and require little to no equipment, making it easy for you to join us anytime, anywhere. Remember that consistency is key, so the more you stretch with us, the more improvement you will feel in your body. So whether you are looking to improve your posture, increase flexibility, get rid of some aches and pains, or even enhance your sports performance, come relax with us at StretchLab so you can start to move better and live long. Now let's go ahead and get started and just start to connect to our breath. We always start each session with breath work to really connect our body to our breath to help relax our body and our muscles so we can get a little bit deeper into each stretch. Now, not only does breath work help relax our body, but it helps relax our central nervous system, which really dictates how far we're able to improve our flexibility and mobility. So we're gonna start by placing our hands onto our belly. So sit up nice and tall, stack your shoulders right over your hips, and take a big breath in, fill up your belly, and a big sigh out. Good, inhale, fill up and expand. Open mouth, exhale out. Good, breathe in, and breathe out. Now already you can start to feel your mind and your body relaxing. Notice as we're holding stretches, if it starts to get a little strenuous, instead of leaving those poses right away, come back to breathing. So take another breath in together and another breath out. Good, so typically when we hold stretches for a long time, we're gonna take the time to connect our breath. So let's go ahead and try that right now. We're gonna just take a lateral neck stretch. So release your right ear to your right shoulder, reach your left hand down towards the floor. Already you can start to feel this little opening here through the left side of your neck. Take a breath in and a breath out so you can drop your head a little more. Now you can stay right here if this is enough for you. You can challenge yourself a little more. Place your right hand on top of your head. Just be mindful of your headset here. Relax your shoulders down away from your ears and actively pull your left hand down towards the earth. Now take an inhale. As you breathe in, hold that posture right where it is. And exhale, now gently pull your head. Get a little deeper into that stretch. Good. You can feel that space being created through that left side of your neck a little more, right? Breathe in. Breathe out. Good. One more breath in. And one more breath out. When you're ready, release your hand from your headset and rise back up. You can move your head around a little bit. Notice the difference here between your right and your left side. And we're always going to balance out the right and the left side. So once we do to one side, we gotta do to the other. So right away, sit up tall, reset your spine. Let's take a couple of breaths just to ground and recenter. So take a breath in And a big breath out. Good, breathe in, sit tall. Breathe out, relax your shoulders away from your ears. This time, release your left ear towards your left shoulder and actively reach your right hand down towards the ground. Already, I notice a difference between my right and my left. This side tends to be a little tighter, so I might spend a couple of longer breaths here. So take an inhale. Exhale. Good, breathe in. Breathe out. Now, if you want that little added challenge, go ahead and take your left hand, gently place it on top of your headset towards the right side of your head. Inhale, reach your fingertips down towards the earth. Exhale, slightly pull with your left hand. Intensify the stretch. Good, breathe in. Breathe out. Can you relax just a little more? Again, use the power of your breath to relax your body, relax your mind, so you can deepen the stretch. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Let's stay here for one more breath in. Exhale out. Release your hand from your head. Gently lift your head back up. And notice the difference between your right and your left. Maybe roll out your shoulders a little bit. You might notice a significant difference. Good. Let's take our breath here again. Reconnect to your body. Big breath in. Fill up. Full breath out, relax your shoulders. Feel that space you already created through the side of your neck, just for a couple of minutes of stretching. Take another inhale and exhale. Now, aside from using our breath to help us deepen stretches, we also use our breath to help us when we warm up for postures. We warm up our body so we can get deeper into each stretch. So let's go ahead and start. We're actually going to warm up our legs a little bit. So bring your feet about hip-width distance apart, maybe a little bit wider. Already feel your toes kind of grab the floor here. As you inhale, shoot your hips back, sit down as if you're trying to sit down in a chair. Feel your quads, your hamstrings, your glutes all start to load up. And as you exhale, drive through the floor, squeeze your glutes at the top. You feel your glutes, your hamstrings fire up. Inhale, lower down, press your thighs out slightly. Exhale, rise to stand. Good, so we might pick up the pace a little bit. Inhale and exhale to rise. Already feel the activation, especially into your glutes, into your quads, and your hamstrings. So sometimes we're going to take these air squats just to warm up our lower body, but depending what the focus is on in class, we might take a warm up in our upper body as well, maybe in our spine, in our neck. You never know, but use your breath. Inhale, exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Now you can already start to feel that heat building up in your legs. So that way, if we were to go into a stretch right now, you can already start to feel that opening here. Let's go ahead and walk your feet out a little bit wider. Rotate your heels and your toes out. Feel that external rotation of your hips. As you inhale, lower down, press your thighs out. Exhale, rise back up. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good. Now, if we were to pause and hold this stretch at the bottom, you can plant your hands into your thighs, gently press them back. Take an inhale. Exhale, can you drop your hips a little more and press your thighs open? Deepen the stretch here in your hips.
Ow.
Inhale. Exhale. Good. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more inhale. And exhale, slowly rise back up. Give your hips a little wiggle and a shake. Bring your feet right back underneath you. You can take a moment here to reconnect to your breath, reconnect to your body, and reset. Between each stretch, we are going to take some time to reset, connect to our breath before we move on to the next thing. So this is just a little bit of practice here for you today. We talked about what we do with our headset, how to stay within our guardian, and what to expect from every Stretch Lab session. Now, in this video, we also talked about breath work, the power of our breath to help us relax, not just our body, but our mind as well, so we can open up a little bit more and get the most out of each session. And we also reviewed a little bit on warming up their body. Now, our warm-ups are really going to be focused on whatever the focus of that class is. So today, we did a lot with our lower body. We stayed a little bit longer in that stretch at the bottom to open up our hips. But say if you're taking a class that's more neck or shoulders focused, we might take some shoulder rolls, maybe some head tilt side to side, whatever is going to suit and benefit our body at that time. Make sure to watch our next video. The video is going to focus not just on putting the breath work and the warm-up together, but also go over some of our stretching techniques, including PNF stretching, as well as static holds. I will see you then.
And to gather myself. Alright, there's actually a lot of stuff going on that I need to cover. Firstly, in terms of like the technique and actual exercise, this is okay. Like everything seems to be correct with the breathing techniques and like stretching. I really feel my legs right now, that's for sure. Now, do I think the execution is proper? Absolutely not, this is like garbage. I've never seen something like this in terms of just multiple models appearing around you. Then, for example, on the floor, I'm pretty sure she was on the ceiling as well. 1/2 MR that just splits your apartment in half. I see that there's a full one. I would appreciate her being here, honestly. Like, I don't need MR to work here. There was a lot of talking, but I assume it's just because it's like a first kind of entry to this application, and I appreciate that she was actually aware of the fact that I have a headset, so this is uniquely made for VR pretty much. And this is more like a casual version of fitness where it's more focused on the warm-ups and just kind of like body awareness, I guess, instead of just fast punching to the music like most of the stuff are doing nowadays. This is definitely a specific niche that maybe some people are interested in. I wish I would move around, of course, like this is nothing surprising that I want to discover every corner that's around me. I think it's just the devs need to figure out how to upgrade this application because it's quite expensive for what it is in terms of graphics and the functionality, because this is like barely acceptable, especially that the models are 2D. Like, why? There's literally no point doing that, and it just makes you unprofessional in your field. So while I think the fitness workouts are okay with me, the overall application I don't think it's fine, so it's kind of like 50-50, though I'm definitely not interested in paying that much for that.